For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning. Go to hell. Tyvis, how are you doing today?
You know, I have issues, and I need to.
We all know that, but is there a specific one we want to address today?
This is one of those situations where I need some advice.
Oh, good. Okay.
So yesterday, I had to take my kids. My oldest and my youngest were going to basketball camp. Shout out to Delaware YMCA, or excuse me, that's Powell's YMCA.
Okay.
So I got to, my oldest is 5, my youngest is 3.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously that's when you're dealing with a group of kids that's that age, you never know. You're going to get some kids that's in the drill. You're going to get some kids that show out and that's not in the drill, right? My wife is being a coach.
Okay.
I'm just spectating and making sure that our kids is good. Well, we get there. And we're like some of the first people to arrive because my wife's a coach, so she's got to get there about 15 minutes before the camp starts.
Which sport is this again?
Basketball.
Okay, yeah, right on.
So we get there, and you find, they got the little mini hoops out for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Not the regular size, but like the little one, the shorter ones.
I know, like a regular hoop, but it's lowered down to like 7 feet or whatever it is, yes.
So my kids are over there, and they're shooting on hoops. So it starts off like this. My youngest is ecstatic to be there. She just keeps shooting, trying to get her shot. My oldest is like, I don't really want to do it type thing.
Uh-huh.
So we kept making her shoot, and she was hitting the shot. So I'm like, Lay, you got a jumper. You shoot. So she got into it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we get to the moment of truth where the camp actually starts. Now, they start off with like a warm-up, getting the kids stretched out. Everything is going great. We get to the drills where my wife is a coach, so she actually has our kids in her drills.
Sure.
My youngest we start off with layups. My youngest is in the front of the line. My wife says, Milani, go, do a layup. Milani loses her mind.
Oh, boy.
Says she don't want to be here.
Oh, no.
So now I got to step in and pull her to the side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Milani, we've been sitting here this whole time. You've been shooting, and it's been great. Now, all of a sudden, it's the moment of truth.
Uh-huh.
Hey, now you don't want to do it. She said, no, I don't want to leave. I don't want to do this. I want to go home. Well, I said, unfortunately, baby, you got like 40 minutes until we go home, so you might as well just do the drill. She's like, no. So she throws this fit. Meanwhile, my oldest is over there just thriving.
Good.
And
okay.
I'm like, yes.
That's excellent.
So no, all of this is not a problem. Like at this moment, we get to 10 minutes left. 10 minutes of the camp left. My youngest daughter has not participated in our one drill.
Okay, all right.
So I had her off to the side. She then decides to throw a tantrum.
Yeah.
Like this one was bad.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at her like, are you insane right now? Because she wanted to be with my wife, but my wife is coaching.
Of course.
So obviously you can't go out there. So she throwing a fit, jumping up, stumping up and down, crying, yelling. So I said, okay, I'm not going to embarrass you right here. But when we get home, best believe it's going down. It's going down. I said, I'm doing push-ups. I've been working out. I've been waiting on this moment. So we leave the camp. I had to go get them dinner. So the dinner, we went to Yabo's in Evans Farm. So I had to go pick it up. But it wasn't ready. By the time I got to the house, it wasn't ready. I still had like 10 to 15 minutes until it was ready. So I dropped him off, and I went to Yabo's, picked the food up, came back. Sat there, I said, I'm not going to get you now. I'm going to let you eat, blah, blah, blah. So I'd say about 45 minutes go past. And I come upstairs and I say, it's time to pay.
Yeah.
And my wife she makes this comment. She goes, I don't know if it's going to register because you waited so long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So stop the story right there.
Yeah.
If your wife says that, what does that mean to you?
That seems to me like, I don't think this is a good idea. Let's just pause what we're doing here. It may not work.
Dylan, how you see it?
Yeah. She didn't want you to do it.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So I fall back. I get the same vibe, so I fall back. I go take a shower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting in the shower. The kids at this point is going to bed. She walks in the bathroom as I'm in the shower, and she goes, "Did you whoop her?" And I said, "No." I said, "You basically said you told me not to." She said, "I knew you would say that. I did not tell you not to. What I said was, I don't know if she would get it." So I said, "Well, I can't do it now because she did. I mean, I could. My mama used to do me like that, whoop you out of the sleep. But it's like at this point, like, it's dead. So, like, how is she going to flip this whole thing up and now I'm at fault because I didn't whoop the kid? Like, so next time I'm gonna just do it right in the public. I'm gonna just embarrass her right in public.
That's the way it should be, but I don't think you could do that anymore.
Well,
I'm gonna tell them all them parents need to mind their business.
You could say make an announcement first and tell everyone to mind their business.
One, I can assure you, no one will mind their business on that. What we've done with our kids is all I can speak to is. Like, in those situations where they're losing their mind in public, then I am more the type of person who says, okay, we're going to evacuate the premises, and then we're going to, I'm going to get in your face, and we're going to have a real conversation about how this is unacceptable, and you're going to lose privileges if you don't do X, Y, and Z. And 9 times out of 10, that gets to and they start, they're still crying, but they're like, oh, so okay, I want my tablet, then that's where that's where it ends. And then, but yeah, once you go get in the car, drop off, go get fast food, eat dinner, go up to, then it's like, hey, remember that thing an hour ago? They're like, no. Their memories are like goldfish at that. They literally don't remember it. So
I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna just save it, and the next time she just get out of line, I'm gonna just let it off. I'm gonna put a belt on the stove. That used to be the thing. Put that belt on the stove.
No.
Tyvis.
No.
She's 3. You can whoop her with a belt.
No.
I had extension cords at 3.
No.
I almost was in the carbon copy situation as you, except for it was soccer. Her mom was coaching. She didn't want to participate in the game. She did this week after week after week. I said something to her. It was the last game of the season, too. She didn't play a single second the whole year. She just sat on the sideline with me while her mom coached a bunch of kids that aren't even hers, okay? The last game, she decided to act the fool. You know what I did? I gave her a whooping in the car. I said, yeah, let's go to the car. You can get it in here. Okay, so that's my advice to you. If you feel like it needs to happen right then and there,
why is it
take her in the car.
Why is it frowned upon to whoop kids in public?
I don't think it should be frowned upon
to whoop kids, period.
Why?
Because it's every psychologist you ever looked at is like, this is bad.
When I see people whooping their kids, you know what I say? That parent takes no stuff.
No, that's what I say. I see. There's a future school shooter. That's good. Let's make some of those. Great. Good idea. Let's give kids more. Let's more billable hours for psychiatrists.
That parent is willing to put it all on the line. I respect that.
Yeah.
No,
I don't.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but if I saw a kid getting hit in public, I'd be like, good for that kid. They did something. They deserve this for some reason.
Wow. You need to watch the news more because there's a lot of stories where it's like, oh, today this woman stuffed her kid in a fish aquarium.
Not excessive. Not if it's excessive.
No, but I'm saying there's people where it's like, I don't know if the kids deserve it. I don't know.
Me and Tyvis
there's some crazy people out there.
Me and Tyvis don't need to watch the news. We lived it with an African American and Puerto Rican parents. Okay,
see.
Yeah, you don't want those problems, T-Bone.
I mean, my grandparents did that to my parents. They all talk about how they're go out and get a switch off the tree.
Yeah, go get the switch.
And then you picked out the branch. If you came back with the wrong size, then that was, if it's too little, that's no good. Because
if it's too big, it's going to break. So it's got to be the right one.
Right. So but I never had to do that. My parents, I guess, stopped that. So we didn't have that. So
Do you feel like you was disciplined as a kid?
Yeah. All the time.
You got spankings?
No. I was made to go to my room. I lost privileges. I didn't go to stuff if I wanted to go to stuff.
Well, see, I think it depends on the kid. Because, see, my youngest is
she's a 3-year-old.
Hard-headed.
Yeah.
Stubborn.
They are.
So,
that's exactly right.
Like my oldest, you can say it and she'll get it. That 3-year-old, she never got a whooping before.
See, this is great because I literally.
So, she don't understand. So that's why, I have to show her what a whooping is.
Yeah.
So when I use it as a threat, Dylan said this. When you use it as a threat, they know. Oh, I know what that is.
See, what we do is yell. But then even there, like the gentle parenting people are like, oh, if you yell at the kid, they're going to be in therapy for decades. And it's like, I mean, that, like,
not if they're in sports.
I'm just yelling. I'm just going like, hey, enough. Like, and then that's like, nope, that's psychological damage. So like, I acknowledge this. Trying to navigate these, portals and different ways we have to go as parents, trying to figure out what to do. It's hard. It is hard to know exactly in the moment what to do there when you are out in public, your kid's losing their mind, and you're trying desperately to like, just please stop. Just stop. Everyone hates this. No one wants to hear you screaming. This is not acceptable behavior. But then I have to remind myself, well, they're 3 or they're 4. It's like that is a time where they don't understand. Why can't I go over to mom?
Oh,
it's like because mom's busy.
She understands. She gonna understand.
Tyvis, you said you wanted advice. Besides whipping them in the car, I would just say none of us know what we're doing. You seem to have good intuition. Just use it.
No, my advice is don't take the kid to practice. Like that's out. Now that's out. You stay at home. Lauren takes the oldest one to practice. End of story.
No,
there you go.
No. We paid for both of
Exactly.
them.
Oh, well, that's just money lost.
That's
No, it's not.
See, that's a problem. No.
Yeah, you're gonna need to get another job to pay for the $60 that you had to pay at the Y.
I don't remember what it is.
How are you gonna do that?
Yeah.
All right. The Ravens fired John Harbaugh apparently for I don't know. He didn't whoop kids enough or whipped them too much. I don't know. We'll discuss what happened with that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Wednesday to you folks. Many of us waking up to a gloomy start. That is because we are noticing some foggy conditions out on the roadways. The worst of it happening downtown. A live look 670 at 315 where visibility is as low as about 2.5 miles out there. So keep that in mind. Be safe and be careful on these roads, especially this morning. Other than that, though, other areas of concern are going to be Marysville, parts of West Jefferson on the west side, parts on the east side over by Etna, and as well as parts of Delaware County up north. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
I wish I'd gotten treated for my erectile dysfunction sooner. Men, I hear this all the time from our patients. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if ED is a problem in your life, resolve to get it treated today and stop having it affect you and the one you love. ED is simply a medical condition, and it's fully treatable. And at Tri-State Men's Health, we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, your ED will be a thing of the past. In fact, you could be having great sex within a day or two of your first appointment, and you'll likely find you're performing like you haven't in a long time. It's the new year. Resolve to get your ED treated and change your life. Call us at Tri-State Men's Health. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you in Hilliard and Westerville.
It's the biggest sale of the year, the Right Rug Flooring Clearance Sale. Save on thousands of in-stock styles, including carpet starting at 35 cents a square foot. Luxury vinyl starts at 43 cents a square foot. Hardwood and laminate start at 99 cents. Prices are material only. Unbelievable deals on beautiful quality floors. Next day installation and 24-month special financing available with approved credit. Hurry, the Right Rug Flooring Clearance Sale ends January 25th. Right here, right now.
Save on your next project now at Menards. For softer skin and cleaner clothes, shop our great selection of water softeners. Morton's Wi-Fi integration allows for tracking and alerts, which puts you in control of your water while at home or away. Morton's look-ahead technology learns and predicts your water needs, saving you money. Save on Morton water softeners. And don't forget to check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
The Jackets hit the road for a battle with the Avalanche. Live band coverage starts Saturday afternoon at 3:30.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Fan.
At Babs R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement. As the Midwest's fastest growing 5-star bathroom remodeler, we're more than just transformations. We're a community driven by a mission to bring your dreams to life. Our installation team, part of the Babs R Us community, isn't just skilled. They're dedicated to respecting your home. Each day, they bring craftsmanship and hustle, turning your dream space, no matter the size, into reality. Together, we embrace a culture that values diversity, collaboration, and giving back. From supporting local projects to fostering a workplace where every voice is valued, Babs Babs R Us is more than a company. It's a community of experts. We're also expanding locations to create more possibilities for homeowners across the Midwest. Wherever you are, you'll find us ready to turn your dreams into something you can see, feel, and enjoy every day. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
They didn't have skim milk for your coffee, so I just got formaldehyde.
Oh, isn't that stuff in floor cleaner?
Pizza's here. Would you like cheese on that? Or how about a Crowley?
Oh, no, that's in bug spray.
Hi there. Would you like to sample our new scent? Diethylene glycol.
Isn't that the stuff in antifreeze?
You wouldn't want to eat it, drink it, or even smell it, but that's exactly what's in your vapes. If you vape, quit. If you don't vape, don't start. For help, go to odh.ohio.gov/no vapes. A message from the Ohio Department of Health.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state.
ONN affiliate WBNS TV reports.
Haley Kirby, reporting in downtown Toledo.
From the State House, Kevin Landers.
ONN Canton. ONN affiliate WKYC TV in Cleveland explains.
In Marietta, Brett Wharf, ONN News.
Emma Henderson in Genoa.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center. Patchy fog this morning could drop visibility. Otherwise, cloudy skies with wake-up temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s. For this afternoon, expect skies to turn mostly cloudy and mild with daytime highs getting up near 50. And then for tonight, a little bit cooler with partly cloudy skies and lows right around freezing. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Catch the latest from the world of Ohio State athletics. Weeknights at 6 on the Buckeye Show. New special guests in everything scarlet and gray. The Fan. No, I've never heard of the band on T-Bone's shirt either. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Mugshot today. Go look them up. They're good.
What's your hat?
It's a Clippers hat. It's the Valeros. It's the Valero. The stolen.
I like it. I dig it.
The cultural appropriation that they've done.
Oh,
Dylan, that's right.
We don't like that, but it's whatever.
Hey, I'm sorry. I just like the hat. I don't know if I hope it's okay. I like it. That's all I can say. So we'll get a lot in today. We've got to talk a little bit about transfer portal. Obviously, Ohio State losing more players in the transfer portal, also gaining some players. We'll get into more of that in the 7 o'clock hour, just in case you're wondering where that fits in the show. We will also huddle up, get some NFL news for you at 8 o'clock. We will ask Tyvis anything coming up at 7:30, so you can get those into us at Bone and Tyvis 971. Lots to get to on the show today. But we're going to start off after the parenting conversation from the last segment. We're going to get into a little bit of NFL talk with the Ravens, because we were sitting around last night, group chat starts blowing up. John Harbaugh out with the Ravens. Now, we already had Black Monday where everybody got fired. So yesterday, the fact this came down like late in the evening made me think this is a little odd. The timing on that's weird because the Ravens certainly, it seems like, were willing to keep John Harbaugh around after that last second loss to the Steelers where they missed the playoffs. If they were going to fire him right away because of that, or if they already had, a design on that, they would have done it on Monday. So something changed between Sunday night and yesterday evening when this news came down, and we got a little bit more information from it. There are a few different people reporting on this. So Ian Rappaport said Harbaugh wanted to retain everyone on the coaching staff, including Todd Monken, their offensive coordinator, and their defensive coordinator whose name's escaping me here at this moment. But he wanted to keep both those guys. Apparently ownership.
What is his name?
I forget. I just looked it up, and it's on. So now I can't find it off the top of my head. I've forgotten it. But either way, Dylan, look it up, and we'll get it right. But the ownership, I guess. Zach Orr. There you go. Ownership did not want them to keep. He did not want Harbaugh to keep the same coordinators and just run it back. He thought bigger changes needed to be made. According to some of the reporting from Ian Rappaport, he also lost the locker room. Players weren't sure if they wanted to play for him. There was a report from Ian Rappaport that said Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson were not on the same page. But then I saw another report later last night from Gary Myers, who covers New York sports, and he is covering, the Giants searching for a head coach. So obviously he's interested in trying to get some news on, would John Harbaugh be a candidate there? I'm sure he will be a candidate everywhere. Gary Myers said that 9 teams reached out to John Harbaugh about their coaching job. Here's the problem. Only 6 teams had openings. I mean, the Ravens would have been the 7th, but the Ravens aren't calling, so there's 3 teams at least that called about John Harbaugh, called his agent, who have a head coach right now, who had decided maybe we won't fire this guy. And now John Harbaugh is available, so clearly he becomes the number 1 name on the board. But some of Gary Meyer's reporting on this was that front office did not want this. Part of that Ravens front office, by the way, former Browns team president, Sashi Brown, is the team president at the Ravens now. I didn't realize that. I had lost track of him, but that's what he's doing. Anyway, ownership could not be talked out of it. Front office did not want this to happen. He reports that Todd Monken and Lamar Jackson were not on the same page together. So that's where the issue was, not so much Harbaugh, but that Monken and Lamar could not get on the same page, and that Harbaugh wanted to keep Monken. So there's a lot to unpack from this. There's a lot of still rumor and innuendo, but it does seem like that was the impetus. That Lamar Jackson and the coaching staff issue started this whole thing with John Harbaugh, but now he's out of a job.
Well, you can't never go against a franchise quarterback, because if you do, they're always going to choose the player over the coach. That's one. And I think that it's funny that Lamar and Todd Monken could get on the same page, because what is this, Todd's 3rd season there, I want to say?
Yeah, because he was at Georgia before this, right?
He's only been there. And then that first year they were together was the year that they went deep into the playoffs. And I'm shocked, because I was like, usually when you get a new offensive coordinator, it usually takes a while for everything to mesh. And I was always shocked, like, wow, they picked this up and they was like really successful the first year 1 together. So it's funny that just 2 years later, all of a sudden, like, it don't work anymore. But like I said, they dealt with a lot of injuries. This whole season, I think they all overreacting. I think that when you look at just all the injuries that played a part in this, like, it's hard to say to have a successful season. The funniest thing is I seen this tweet or this meme that had the field goal post.
I saw this too. Yeah.
If on both of the sides of the misses was Harbaugh getting fired, if the kicker makes it, then Mike Tomlin gets fired. And it's just wild to me that this was the decision, because when you think about the coaches that's out there, like, it's not a lot of hot names. Like, it's not a lot of coaches that can come in and just be like, oh, yeah, this guy is better than John Harbaugh, Super Bowl winning coach. Like, that to me, and I get the whole, because Ravens probably feel how.
I mean, Kevin Stefanski is one of the biggest names, to your point, before this. No, like the fact that everyone's like, oh, my God, he'll have all the offers. Well, then John Harbaugh comes available. I seen a tweet, and now he's the hottest name.
A tweet said that if Kevin Stefanski go to Baltimore, he'll make Lamar look like Seneca Wallace.
Damn. You see, I'm not surprised that Harbaugh got fired, but seeing the reasons why, seeing that it's pretty much like a big pissing contest between all parties involved, like you mentioned, Todd Monken, Lamar won MVP his first year as OC, and then he arguably had a better year last year but didn't win MVP. So it's like, I don't know why you wouldn't keep that continuity there. I mean, I feel like this year you almost have to throw it out the window, because like you said, there were so many injuries, including Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I ultimately, with this situation, feel like I'll give the Ravens some level of credit that they didn't look at it doesn't feel like the field goal itself was the only thing here, right? It doesn't feel like the result on the field was the only reason he's getting fired. It feels like they said, ownership specifically said, we have certain things we want to see happen. He said, no thanks. I'm going to do what I do. I'm the coach. You're the owner. Leave me alone. And then ownership said, all right, well, if that's how this is going to go, then we're done with you, because I'm sure ownership was aware of the fact that Lamar Jackson and his coaching staff, whether that's Harbaugh, whether it's Monken, whoever, they didn't get along. Now, John Harbaugh also has access to microphones and reporters. He can easily come out and say, that wasn't the case. None of this is what it was. Here's what it was. He can talk about this, and maybe he will at some point. Maybe he will just go focus on getting another job. We may never find out how this works, but ultimately, I do think this wasn't as reactionary. Like the whole meme that you were talking about with they missed a field goal and now he's out of the playoffs. Maybe, but like I don't know that we're out of the woods yet on Mike Tomlin either. How do we know that, like, if the Steelers go out and get like a 30-0 loss in the playoffs, does that mean Mike Tomlin keeps his job? I don't know.
I don't know, but we was on the Cleveland show. Sean King came on yesterday, and he was like, "Yeah, I live in Vegas." He said I was talking to some of those guys in the front office, and he said the rumor that they're telling me is that the Raiders might potentially trade for Mike Tomlin, and I'm like, trade? He said, yeah, they might trade the first overall pick for Mike Tomlin. And I said, that is the wildest thing that I've ever heard in my life, that you would trade the first pick in the draft for a coach. Do
you know how angry I will be as a Browns fan if this stupid, ignorant Steelers organization that gets all the praise for being the greatest organization of all time because they just do nothing and they just stick with, hey, 500 football is good with us. We make the playoffs every year. Fine, whatever.
No.
If that organization ends up
500,
if they end up like trading Mike Tomlin for a first pick of the draft,
mm-hmm.
So they can go draft whatever quarterback they want when Aaron Rodgers rides off into the sunset. And then John Harbaugh's like, you know what I want to do? I want to stick it to my former employer. Where's their biggest rival? Pittsburgh. Let's go. Like, I will be so mad as a Browns fan if they just waltz into a first overall pick and a guy who's won a Super Bowl to come in and replace the guy who won a Super Bowl. If that situation happens, which I think is unlikely, I would lose my mind. You may have to get the paddles out and resuscitate me after that rant because I will be pissed beyond measure over that. How that organization just walks into something like that. I'm getting mad right now. It hadn't even happened. Look, it's probably not going to happen.
Sean King, I doubt that. There's no way. Who would trade a first pick in the draft for a coach?
I was going to say Sean King knows more than me, but that's cap. I'd be willing to put my hair on the line for that.
Really?
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, my God. It's going to be so great. We're going to fly out to the draft where the Steelers will have the number 1 pick, and we're going to have John Harbaugh walk on the stage to announce it with Roger Goodell, and Dylan's going to be bald staring back at us. It's going to be a great
day. Really mess you up if it actually happened.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to do this. That's going to happen. All right. What does this mean for the Browns coaching search? Because now the Ravens' job is open. I actually saw Ian Rappaport say the Ravens have an attractive opening, and I said, please, that's phrasing. It's just off on that. Let's not do that. But what does it mean for the Browns? We'll talk about it in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, another reminder to be careful on the roads this Wednesday morning after some foggy conditions we're seeing in different parts of the metro, especially over on the east side by Etna, Pataskala. Your area looking about 4 miles of visibility out there, lower than usual, too. So be careful, folks. Again, take it nice and easy. As for traffic, though, no major concerns, but it is picking up for our friends in New Albany this morning. Pretty typical, but 161 eastbound, just passing that 62 intersection by Beach Road. Got you there at 23 miles per hour already right now. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, folks. Winter is here. The number one cost for everyone each month are those pesky heating bills that never stop increasing. It is time to take action and do something about it. Call USA Insulation today.